you know, like going to Road 10, T into 70 out there. Turn right, it's about 5 miles back to Pearl, top of the hill. Just on the hill.
It's on the right side. They're kind of starting on our side. I mean, it's all
they got 2 up or just 1?
They have 6.
Oh, they have 6 already.
6 up, and today they were going to go for 8, a total of 8, but that wasn't what it was.
Well, let's call the meeting to order, and Ronnie, would you say a prayer?
Father, come this morning, thank you for today. Lord, we're extremely thankful for this moisture that you're allowing to fall upon our land. Father, we pray that you will bless this meeting this morning. You'll guide us in all that we do, that we might do the thing that's pleasing to you. Father, bless those that are here. Forgive us for all these sins. The same we ask Christ in his name.
Amen. Okay, open forum. We've already kind of discussed the wooden mill, but I think that's pretty interesting.
That is exciting that we have. I mean, we have 8. They still don't have anything down here per se. I mean, they're not doing much in their building, but hey, we get our rent and they'll be here.
But they've got a building that they just haven't started.
They haven't put
But
in.
they're paying rent for their building.
And they have they do have shelving in there. So there is anticipation of putting more stuff in. I think they're waiting until they get all over it.
I'm a little disappointed in it so far because they really didn't give any of our local contractors a shot at doing anything out there. They indicated that they would. They did not. And I sent all the local contractors that I felt like could at least do some things out there. I sent them all their contact information stuff. Best of my knowledge, they pretty much had their. Of course, you know, they've built a bunch of these things over and over again. I mean, they have contractors out of Alabama and other places. You know, and I understand that. That you know, they're going to use people that they're accustomed to and comfortable with, but still, I'd like to see some of our local contractors at least get a shot at it. Yeah, Larry Coates.
That's right.
Yeah, and they've talked to them out there about providing security, but I don't know what. So they initiated that concept themselves.
And I think part of it is they had a guy in Rotan or Roby or Reddy that worked for WKN. And I think
they're calling that the local employee.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's who sent me the pictures.
Yeah.
Do we have any while we're in those?
Did you see the picture when?
Did you see the window picture?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. She's interesting.
Have 6 and we're about to have 8. 2 more. Total 12. Okay.
Do you have anything in open forum? Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the building.
We started working on it. I do need to check today about to see if we have a leak. This rain should tell us if we have a leak in there. There's no plumbing issues. Ken came in and redid the toilet. He had to take off the toilet, put in a new flange, and put that, and then put new tile in. But it's not sitting that far up anymore. I mean, it's not. It had like
a big water.
Yeah, he took all that off and it's sitting actually on the floor where it's supposed to be.
Well, it did look odd.
It did. It looked a little dangerous.
It's actually sitting down on the wax ring now.
Yes, it's that, and he's working on getting it cleaned up and all that. But he and Rusty have done a wonderful job on that. So there's no plumbing issues that we know of on that. So all the water and everything's okay. I'll skip down to the roof issues, and then we'll come back to the heating and everything. The roof, again, I talked to Bar Roofing out of Abilene because they're the ones that did the roof on here a few years ago. They're supposed to come give us an estimate sometime this week. And then your guys coming from Lydrick Hicks or whatever his name is.
And that's just the roof over that.
We want him to look at that, but then we're also going to let him, if he will look at the Kennedy Pharmacy and the variety store to make sure those are okay, because they've never been checked either. I should have said something else on open forum. George Kennedy's getting his stuff out.
Yeah.
Happy dance. Okay. Anyway, and if that's on,
okay. That's good information.
Anyway, on the insurance, we paid $624 for this building last year. So I've sent in a thing for insurance for DMC building. The others were kind of put in just to be in, and they were put in, variety and pharmacy were put in on their appraised value from their appraisal district. I've sent a letter asking that we at least upgrade the variety store value, because after putting in all that money, I think it's more than the $12,000 that it was listed as. So I'm going to try to get them to come down and at least do some type of reevaluation on the variety store. We put in all that work. Get some of our money back should something ever happen.
Rudy, say it, Texas. Who do we use?
Hey, you can set up
We
here.
use that Texas Municipal League through the city, who they, yeah,
Get on over here, Gary, we might want to.
Come on.
We can't hit you from over there.
It doesn't slide on these floors.
How much line do you have in your place? Huh?
I showed 6.5 tenths.
We got an inch here.
Six and a half.
I had water running out of my field, I don't know if that was right.
Isn't it exciting that they're running?
We got water coming out of the sky.
It was still raining when I left the house. I just pulled up and shined the flashlight, checked the pickup on my gauge. It was somewhere between a half and an inch. I don't know.
We got more puddles than we've had a long time.
Good.
So anyway, I don't know how much our insurance is going to increase.
Do we need to up the amount on our
Program.
budget to allow for an increase?
Well, we know that we've got,
We don't even have it down.
Again, that would probably fall, I would probably put that under the rent property on our budget.
Okay, so that's another increase. I would rather have more expense and have to do less fewer amendments.
Yes. Okay, so the insurance, we don't know how much that's going to increase. I'm figuring it probably close to another, at least another $500 more, if not more. Just because of 3 buildings, if they really do come in and evaluate all 3 buildings, new buildings, this was $624. I figure at least that same amount.
On this, you're talking about?
The hotel. The entire
Everything here
hotel.
on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The whole building is insured. And we pay that once a year, is when they get their bill, and the city pays it, we reimburse them.
we're gonna double that.
So, and that brings us back to the air conditioning. Again, these 2 bids, Terry was $52,1356, and GNS was $41,33. Terry did not list his as a green, but his is a green also. So,
Same size, same equipment?
as far as I can tell, they are. I mean, they're both 3-ton, heat pump, rooftop unit. That heat kit, the curve adapter, parts and lines and electric. And, Guys does have that he removes the old package unit. He removes the old one. That's it. And Terry did not list that, but I would assume that he would.
And guys is how much? I got
$41,33.
Here it was 5,213.
I had a conversation with George, because he has a lot of experience with both,
Yes.
and he said although Terry's is going to be higher initially, the subsequent upkeep with Terry is usually considerably lower. Servicing and whatever needs to be done thereafter.
Right.
And so that's something to consider too.
$12,080 difference in initial cost.
How much?
Do, if we want to accept one of these, or we make a motion.
Being the same equipment going in there, I think $1,080 is the deal maker for me. I'd make a motion to accept the idea.
When you're dealing with public
contractors are both here.
And as long as the equipment is equally good, then I don't think we have a choice.
It's kind of apples to apples there.
Yeah.
Since they are both green, that's what, that was my question.
Well, I asked Terry the other day, I said, is yours a ring? And he said yes.
Okay,
He
we've
did
got-
not list it, but he said yes.
We've got most of that stuff. On accepting the guys.
We'll make a motion, we accept it.
We already had a motion.
Oh, second, he
We
did.
need a second.
Oh.
Okay. Well, all in favor? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do we have any other thing we need to discuss about the building?
Oh, one more thing on Double Mountain. There's a lot of envelopes, various sizes of manila envelopes left. We would never use it. I mean, EDC, IDC, or Chamber will never, we have a box of loose ones. So what we're doing, what I have done is talk to the city, the county, the hospital, and the school. And I'm donating those to them. Because the school said they could, especially elementary, can always use envelopes, the big ones, small ones, all sizes. And so I'm just giving a little bit to everybody, but I'm going to do that because there's no sense in them just sitting there. And
Sounds good.
donating that stuff.
Okay. To the budget. So we've added to the budget, what you put taxes and other, you added that?
Yes. That 54,525, it includes the taxes. I don't know why I didn't put it the first time, but that's approximately how much the taxes are.
You skipped, didn't you?
I did. Not a payment goes there.
Unless the rental property, you think the 5,000 yet is sufficient to cover the increase in the insurance?
You know, I don't know. I mean, that was just what we had before. You know, we've had a lot of,
Pick it up.
but we're picking up 3 other buildings. You know, right now, we've got the pharmacy taken care of, Pony Expresso is taken care of. You know, they're extra expenses. I don't know. I mean, it might not hurt to, you know,
How much money
expand
left over then, Joe?
in the,
Rent.
rent.
That's a good question.
Hey, has anybody heard if they got any increase on the lake?
Yes,
Number 3?
already later. We're
Well-
up 5 inches from a week ago.
We're up
I mean,
5%.
5%.
5%. Well, I looked online and looked at lake levels and stuff like that. The lake level had went up, according to what I've seen on the internet.
We were down to 23 point something, and as of day before yesterday, it was back up to 29.
And we started
I
at
guess it
5,000.
helps pull Aspermont off and just use our well water. We're not filling out the lake.
Of course, you know, okay, we were short. We had $2,900 spent in the pharmacy, $500 more in the pharmacy. The total we went over, of course, $1,900 was before starting right off in the Pony Express. I mean, we didn't plan for anything extra,
Yeah.
and it really cut into us.
Well, that's another thing that's looking on here, we don't have any kind of capital improvement.
So, I mean, this is, you know, these are budgets that we've never really taken
And
a charge of.
our anticipated revenues in each side is gonna be around 90,000.
Total, that's not us, not us.
Oh, not us.
Us will be around 65,000,
That's 65,000.
64,594 if we continue the way we are.
And right now, we've accounted for 54,525.
Yes.
Well, do we need to add to the rental property and then add?
Well, you know, if something comes up, we need to add to it, we need something in there on that we can count for capital improvements, or just like this air conditioning we just putting on the building. We need something in our budget to cover those type of things. We need to start getting a budget where we've got a line item for things that we're gonna be, we anticipate using in a way to track what we're doing.
Right. And on the rent property, I haven't been breaking it down for y'all lately, but I usually do list all the rent. You know, you have the closet and the pharmacy and the Pony Espresso. The pantry never asks us for anything. They pay all their bills, and they do a lot of stuff through with senior citizens. But, you know, I mean, I try to say this is where that money's going, so we can break it down like that. And then, like you said, we have now Double Mountain Coach building, have the pharmacy, because that's something else that's going to be coming up, is what are we going to do with the Kennedy Pharmacy?
Well,
You know.
till we increase in revenue or do something with that piece of property up there, there's not a whole lot we can do right now, unless we find some grant funds somewhere.
I mean, that's something that we can be doing also.
We did, back to your question about increasing the insurance because of the other offices. We also earlier talked about radon and orphan.
Oh,
We definitely need to increase that rent property there to cover
Right.
more buildings.
I still haven't gotten any word back from Radon. I've left several messages, both at home and on business and his cell phone, just to get an estimate. The Orkin will be $905 for the first year. $125 starting and $65 a month after that. However, that's from the variety store to the pantry. They would do all of it. You know, I don't know how much. Usually Susan is the one that tells us that yes, we need, you know, she's seen some crickets or bugs or something like that, and she'll tell us, and we'll usually get right on to come in. You know, I don't know if we're going to have mice more so because we've moved stuff around, we're getting clean stuff out, potentially leave the doors open. You know, I don't know if that would be practical to do with Orkin. Radon's never given us an estimate.
Well, we just need to increase that to cover one or the other, I think.
You know, at least another $1,000 would include whatever.
So now we're up to,
Well, back to the 6,500, that's, or 65,000, that's just sales tax.
Yes.
How does like property rent, looks like $1,000 a month?
$1,000 we put back into our special, because that's where we got most of that money out of it. So we're just trying to get that money back.
For things like, we've got the air conditioning, we just bought putting the home building, we're talking about a roof. We need funds from somewhere to cover those expenses.
Right.
Where do we budget those?
We've never budgeted them before.
Well,
That's our problem.
Right.
I mean, we're changing, so that's what we really need to start thinking of. I mean, like you said, if you want to put, you know, like rent property could be general repairs, like the toilet needs to be fixed, paint, electrical problem, you know, slight things out of that part. If you want to do like your improvements or whatever, make a larger item to where you might have to do a roof or upgrade or something. If you want, I mean, these are just what I've come up with over the last year and a half of how to put stuff in. I mean, this is not set in stone.
Well, the rent property, that covers what?
General maintenance, really. Like if we mow the yard in the back, that comes out of that group. If we like painting the toilets, you know, we did the floor over here. You know, that's the other thing. If we do something to this office, which is our intention,
See, we
need another project for
When we do
that.
that with that, we really need to break out and create more line items in one specific, just for insurance. We have to get a price. We don't know what insurance, and if we budget so much for insurance each year, have that as a line item. We need capital improvements in there somewhere, in case we need it, and then general maintenance and repair. We need to break this thing out where we know what we're doing. So next year, when we come here, we'll what we've done.
Right.
It's a little bit easier to tell what you spent on that budget.
Yeah.
So just say, we'll put 5,000, we'll put part of it floor, part of it rent, or part of it insurance. We'll have it broke out.
Okay.
You know, once you get the bid, you can put it.
Sure.
So, I think we need to just completely rework this and figure out what all, first we start with what we anticipate is income. And we're anticipating somewhere in the neighborhood of $65,000 to use in these, for these lines. And then, of course, our largest expenses is anything is our payroll and taxes. And then we've got utilities, we know about what that costs us year on year, supplies, advertising, membership dues, conference and travel. And then when we get down here, rent property.
Should say rent property expensive.
Yeah. Rent property expenses, and that covers things like, if we have to get someone to spray the books. You know, that's, but then have a separate line item, insurance, we know that's something that's coming every year.
Okay.
And maybe we need to have it broken out rather than just cover the rent cost, maintenance.
Yeah.
And that way we know what we're spending on mowing and plumbing repairs, electrical repairs.
Maintenance gets too high, we're always
Normally, I don't mind. If you'll bring me my mower, I don't mind. I really don't mind mowing.
I gotta go look at the problem, see y'all.
All right, thanks.
Okay, take care.
But if we can break all these things out and have a separate line item, then we know what we've done. And that way we can track it, and we know every year better how to.
Well, since we're trying to get a budget, can we just kind of guesstimate on these things and then?
I think so.
I'm gonna guesstimate a little high.
Well, we can double our insurance at least.
Yeah.
So, what would you say, 600?
624, what if we pay the tax number?
1,300.
That's like 1,300. And then maintenance.
That means routine.
Well, that's,
You know, that'd be like
That'd be-
mowing around or your painting needs to be done, or, if we have an electrical plug that needs to be replaced. Basically what you're using Ken and Rusty to do.
let's go ahead and put like 2,500 or something like that on that. So, you know, you think, well, golly, that's a lot, it really is.
It really is not.
You too.
You can go do $2,500 when you start making repairs real quick.
It's probably a little low, but we gotta have something to
Yeah.
start with. So that'd be 3,800 on top of what we got now. So that puts it at 57.
We
We need a
Well-
budget for radar or more.
Well, now let's,
If
that would, that'd be in maintenance, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
If we get a
do we need-
contract with Orkin, then we know how much it's gonna be a year and it can be
Yeah.
upfront.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
Do we just have a pest control line item
Yeah.
and we know what it's gonna cost? That's,
So line item of pest control too?
well, if we're gonna do, if that's something we're thinking about doing and getting it on a year-to-year basis.
It wouldn't hurt as much as everything's going on.
okay, for utilities, this is based on utilities on,
And this,
Just right here.
writing this off.
okay.
You know, and that's your phone. Our phone is over $200 a month. Electricity, more. Electricity's high. Need to look into probably trying to find some cheaper.
Even though we got extra bills and stuff like that, our utilities are not gonna go up in that way, because if they are on this, gonna, whoever's using the renting the
So, I mean, it might not be that much over that other building, because we run these, you know, 24/7 during the summer, and they do use a lot of electricity.
Do we have anything else we need to add on this thing, or?
Well, then
What about capital
We gotta look at
improvement?
capital improvements, things like the roof, new air conditioning unit, that type of thing.
Well, let's just,
Well, should we have, like our excess, stays in our account or whatever, like, should we have, I have specified, or, group of funds for large expenses, like a
Just like right now, I've got, last year we put a roof on the courthouse, and this year we just put one on, new roof on it. And we anticipate that, and I put money funds in that budget. But it's in capital improvement.
just capital improvements, and then it can be used for,
well, y'all will do that, add that to our budget. And then how much do you think we need? Just a rough estimate.
Right. And if we don't use it?
Yeah, and here's the thing, we not only, but in our budget, we're gonna have to include this special account. It's got to be in our budget too. We have to account for it. We need to.
Right.
And then we can, if we're allowed to do it, then we can come back if we've got a shortfall from the sales tax end of it as far as revenue. We need to do something. If we're allowed to do that, then we can do a line item transfer.
Right now, we have around 33,000 in our special accounts.
But that needs to be in the budget. It's a comprehensive
Right, because
budget.
that's part of our,
Yeah.
that is what we account for also.
What was that figure?
33,000. I can get you all the exact amount, but it's around 33,000.
And we're adding, all the rent income each month goes into that.
Yes, and then our loan on Chucho's, that goes into that special, $450 a month.
It came out.
Yes.
So,
So what is that, the 1,000 there, 450 down here, and Susan and?
Let's see,
Don?
1, 2, 3, 400 a month rent here is what we bring in for. 400 a month on our,
And then 450 and then 1,000. So it's $1,850 a month going into that. So,
we know that our rental, I know that we can use that, the money that's paid into the rental, because it's already been run through.
it goes into our regular account.
Or it can go into it.
Well, the $400 down below, and I call it this lot down here, goes into our regular. The WKN building goes into our special. So the 1,000 for sure goes into our special every month.
that's $22,200 a year. And that needs to be in the budget as revenue for the year. And then we can, if we can use that, then we can offset some of these capital improvements with those funds.
Right.
I mean, that goes in as a revenue stream. So that brings our revenue stream up to 87,000.
Well,
That should put us in pretty good shape.
well, do you want to go ahead and add capital improvements, and just add it on out, I guess?
Well,
I think we should.
What's it cost to live nowadays?
If you're gonna
You
have
know,
insurance, I don't know.
it's gonna cost 37,000 some for roof on the community center. Yeah, a huge roof.
I'm thinking ours is probably around 20 million. Vacuum on all of it.
Oh, yeah, they tore that, they tore yours down.
Well, what that is over there, that's scraping the tar and gravel off the roof, putting a new base sheet down, attaching it, and then putting 3 layers of tar and fill over it.
The DMC building
Brand
is
new roof.
60 by 25. It's 1,500 square feet.
And I have no idea how many square.
Well, we're gonna be blowed up, we have to between two of them, something like that.
And we may have to do
Like flaggers.
one at
Yeah.
a time.
You know,
And it might be that all this would need is to spud that gravel off the side and blow a new coat of tar on it and then cover it back with the existing gravel. If that's the case, that's considerably cheaper to do.
right, right.
But we're still looking at pretty good expense. That's pretty labor intensive to do.
Right.
So, what's kind of 12,000 and they're going in and then see where we're at.
Let's do that, and they'll give us something to work with. We can approve our budget today, right?
Yes.
We
Okay,
have to.
well, we have to,
Yeah.
and, we'll see what we can do.
So instead of projects, I have projects down, but would y'all rather that just be the capital improvements?
That would work, wouldn't
So
it?
either one, I mean, yeah, whatever we call it, as long as we know what we're doing, it doesn't matter.
I might put capital improvement / projects. That way it could go either way.
Yeah.
If we have something else we need for it. Okay. So right now, the 7,000 on the utilities stays the same. Supplies, advertising, membership, travel. Rent property expenses, we raised that up to 4,800, is that right? With the insurance and the pest control? Or do y'all want those as separate? It was
We're
at
gonna
5,000.
add 48.
4,800.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'm sorry. Or do y'all want the insurance and pest control separate?
I'd like to see that broke out separately, so we know what we specifically aiming on.
Okay.
How'd you come up with 48?
He did.
Okay, maintenance,
Well, we got
Because-
1,300 insurance, 2,500 maintenance, and 1,000 pest control.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's how we go, okay.
so
Okay.
pest control,
So-
insurance, and maintenance are all 3 different line items.
I'd say so.
Okay. But rent property expenses at 5,000 remains, is that right?
Yeah, well, we're,
I thought we were gonna maybe move that down. Isn't that what you mentioned?
Well,
Since the
that was
insurance
gonna cover
coming
any
out.
mowing or any other miscellaneous like plumbing problems or electrical problems or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we add these other to it. So
Okay.
where we get to on this, you got the calculator. We started out with,
I've got us
Yeah,
at,
we have to call that the
$16,000. $16,800.
$25 and 4,800.
Yeah. And then
we added 12,000.
What was it for the extermination contract?
That was 924.
So we just had a regular, just $1,000.
When we put words north, well, the rate we're going, you're gonna have 2 pages.
Well,
Well, around today, we've had like 8 pages.
yeah. You come up with
That's what, 71,325, is that what we've got right now?
let's see what I got.
Okay. What all figures?
71,325.
And we're looking at 8,700, 87,200 on revenue.
Well, I guess it's, well, and like we're covering more than what we did. We're covering more stuff than what we did before, anyway.
Okay, y'all tell me again the figures. Okay, when y'all get to, okay, rent property expenses, y'all tell me one more time what y'all are doing on that.
And as far as that pest control, if we got that contract, we might could just leave that in that rent property. I don't know, we really need a line item just for pest control.
Yeah, we just have.
Maintenance and capital improvements and that sort of thing, we really do.
We doubled our insurance at 1,300, 1,300.
Okay.
And maintenance, 2,500, 2,500.
Okay.
And then we added 1,000 for exterminator. So
Okay.
that's 48.
are y'all listing it under the rent property, or are y'all listing it as something, each individual line item?
Line item for insurance, and then,
That way, we'll have a pretty good handle on that next year on the insurance.
Okay.
And then maintenance and exterminator, I guess we just put the maintenance 3,500.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
that'll-
includes
that'll-
extermination.
Yeah, that'll include the exterminator. And then, capital improvements, 12,000.
Okay.
And what we come up with is 71,325.
That's leaving the $5,000 rent property. That kind of gives us a miscellaneous account. Work off of.
So, these are projects, and we've got projects there. Why do we need to?
I have no idea.
I just had those listed as, because we've never listed any type of project. Or we've never had any projects to, I mean, we just do these things. And so that was just my way of saying, these are some of the things that we're
We
adding.
might.
You don't have to add them, that was just a suggestion.
Okay, then when you turn something into the city, I think you put it under projects and capital improvements.
Right.
So we're leaving the 5,000 in there.
Plus, plus 48, which brings us up.
Well, insurance is basically going to be a different one.
Oh, that's right.
So it's going to be 3,500 in there added to it.
Now, look.
And then we'll add insurance as a different line item. And then capital improvements is a different line item.
Do we have anything in there for, or do we need anything for, I mean, we did that annual meeting, did we decide not to do that again, or?
That's right here.
Oh, well, okay, bottom,
It's on the bottom.
Excuse me, I didn't look that far.
If y'all had, how much did y'all say? Did y'all figure y'all's,
I come up with 71,325. Is that what you coming up with?
I have 71,025, so I'm missing $300 somewhere.
You put 1,300 on the insurance?
Yes.
Okay, we're adding insurance 1,300.
Wait, let me get a different,
Need a different.
I need another one of these sheets, because I have mine so marked up, I don't really know where. Okay, let's go, okay. Down to, I'm still confused about the rent property. What are we doing on the rent property? Are we leaving it
I think we
5,000?
left it at 5,000, that gives us a miscellaneous kind of a catch-all.
Okay.
If something unexpected comes up.
Okay, then we're gonna add on projects / capital improvements is 12,000. Okay, then we're adding,
Insurance, start at
okay,
insurance.
insurance is at 1,300.
Okay. And then between maintenance and the exterminator, it's gonna be 3,500. 3,500. Is that right? And that's all we've added, right?
Okay.
So just like that rent property, just like the deal we just came up, cost us $1,000 closing over there in this building. That would come out of that rent property or something like that. Comes up, I don't know if any other building is gonna be given to us.
You know, sometimes.
We got about all we.
There's times when somebody tries to get something, you might be better off not taking care of it. I was on board for a youth camp, and they had a church in that city. And that thing.
Well, look who showed up.
Y'all through yet?
Okay, I got, when I add everything like that, it is 71,325.
You get your beauty sleep in. It didn't work, did it? Hey, you come in late, you gotta take a shot.
Hey, I come in early, I take a shot.
You're just lovable.
I'm glad you're here.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Figured I'll be through.
Just about.
Yeah, of course, you don't have all the things marked out on yours, so
Okay.
we've moved our budget up to $71,325.
I wouldn't go.
So we're gonna have to do some serious selling to make sure we get lots of money in. So, okay, but that's what I got was the 71,325.
We got an anticipated 65,000 sales tax revenue and 22,200 on rental property and loan reimbursement. That's it, 8072 on the revenue stream.
Okay. This figure is this anticipated, right?
Yes.
So that's
That's
cool.
through this year, yes.
We're up 71%.
we're close.
Well, but
We are
seven,
close.
but,
That is good.
but, this is total. Ours is over here, this first figure. The 73,000. Truthfully, if we have 24 more thousand this year, which total between the two groups, we'll have $97,000 between EDC and IDC.
Between
Right.
the two.
But that's just a guess.
That's a guesstimate, but right now we're averaging at least 8,000 a month total.
If the economy holds like it's done this past 12 months, then we should be looking at that.
So now we are budgeting more than our estimated income, is what you're telling me.
Right now, but this, okay, with this 54, that's what we're making this year. I mean, but then theoretically, if we'd gotten the full amount this year, we would have more than 54,000.
But that is actually what we're looking at is next year. You know,
Yeah.
we're
I mean,
already,
That's
yes.
right.
Right, and we should be having more
You're right.
plus,
That's for 12.
I mean,
And we're budgeting for a good economy.
you know, the,
I don't want to
the
sound
people,
like a campaign slogan.
just make sure it's not on hidden camera.
Yeah.
Just, that's what I really hardly got in trouble with.
Okay.
But anyway, the thing of it is, you know, Susan's shop is going exploding, and hers is just, and, you know, the pharmacy is going to be big, getting more and more stuff through the hospital information stuff. You know, if we move Cecily down here or somebody into this as a retail, people are so excited about these buildings becoming open and getting more and more stuff. So I really think that we're just gonna keep going. So.
Hopefully.
So do we have I need a,
Yeah.
amendment approved?
We've amended the budget. Have we even told you what we've done?
Not since I started on this,
Okay. What we did, we've added insurance on the rental property. We know it's gonna go up, and we added 1,300. Our maintenance, we added 2,500 and, well, 3,500 actually, because we're gonna be, adding an exterminator in there and, what else did we put on maintenance? Mowing, whatever. And then we added a capital improvements at $12,000. That's just in case we have to replace some of these roofs or redo them some way. That gives us some wiggle room as far as on our budget. So that brought us up to $71,325.
And that's including our special account is what we're kind of estimating also,
Our
our
rental.
income. from
that's
our-
what I'm sorry.
Our special account also is included in that.
Okay. Rental property, the rent, basically. Okay, I guess.
If somebody wanted to give us the bank, the little bank,
That will never happen.
No, it never happened, but.
We'll try.
We got that. We had to look at it real hard.
It's shifted around, and it won't stay last.
I know it opened the other day.
I may have to get my flashlight out and pick up the inspect, make sure we don't have intruders.
That's your part of your job.
Get a look around.
What could be?
Could be this morning.
The gray area. Yeah. Could be.
I heard somebody holler when we were in that area.
Hollering for help.
Yes. Where did we learn that from?
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, I need a.
We need a motion on this, 71,325 to approve it as a budget.
shaking her head. Oh.
My first thing to be, oh yeah, let's do, let me.
Hey, they won't shoot you. Okay, do we have we've got a motion, and do we have a second? Okay.
I would
Okay.
say,
Ellen threw her hand.
Ellen first, Ellen put her name.
Okay. And all in favor, raise your right hand.
I am in favor.
Okay. That gives us a budget, and I know there's gonna be stuff coming up that we have no clue that's coming.
Always is.
It never happened before though, when you need more expensive. You set a budget, that's the way it is.
Oh, we were spending
Locked
too.
in, maintainer never goes down, or.
True.
But you know, at least we have.
Hey, you know, we may have trouble with flooding this year. It's coming.
The mayor, you in here discussing the floodplain now.
Yeah. Oh, now this place flooded, you know, we're up on a hill.
Now, Martha, do you revamp this and
Well, she's got.
John Dane signs approval, but,
I will present it to
To
the
the-
city council.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, it's just kind of a formality of saying, this is what we're budgeting, and I'll give it to Sunny. And then they'll present it.
That it's all approved.
They'll approve it, yes.
No, that we approve.
Yes. Yeah, we approve it.
We approved to send to the city council for their approval.
It's not official until they do it, right?
Right.
Okay, we've done that. Anybody wanna adjourn?
Sure.
We have a second one there? Okay, all in favor?
We got your name in the minutes now.
Yes, we did.
So now we gotta go see if somebody needs help at the bank, is that what you said?
Yes. I heard that.
Now, that's not official, that's different.
That's off the record. We didn't know nothing